Alrighty. Didn't I realize I was live because it lost access to my Facebook? Well, hello everyone. Incredible evening. I have like a little weird setup here. Camera's not on because my office is still very much so empty. Should sound very echoey in here right about now. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Let's make sure that I am. Yep, I'm on the right microphone. All right. Because yeah, we're still clearing out in here. It's been a really, 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 really long couple of days. I did not do anything for my child's birthday tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do a little something just to say happy birthday. But for his class, I'm gonna have to probably do it later in the week because it's just been very hectic. And yeah, and I needed to relax, release. And I need a break from all things business because today was a very, 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 very busy business day. Issues with the A12 cartridges and all kind of stuff. Had to like verify a whole bunch of them. Long process. But we are here. Um, and we're gonna, because I can't do like the camera where you guys can see me, we're just gonna focus on Celeste's video because I needed to do something that wasn't administrative work or clearing out and organizing this office. So this is gonna be my happy place right now because it's been a very, 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 very stressful couple of days, which caused me to have a lot of migraines. I've had migraines for several days. Oh yeah, I don't know. And today I've had a lot of spammers um in my I've had a lot of spammers in my group today. Let's go take care of that person and let's go ahead and delete them. No, we're not just going to remove you. We're going to delete and block you. Uh-huh. Alrighty. All right. So I saw that as I was going to go share. I saw we had a couple spammers all up and through the group. Okay, what's going on with my YouTube right now? Not YouTube, my Facebook. It's like I'm not connected to, oh, I'm not on there. Okay, hold on. Go live. Now I'm live on Facebook because I had to reconnect it. All right. There we go. Um yeah, so we'll do something. I told him at first I would kind of have him do something at the school, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'll probably just go and like because I didn't get a chance to go to. I've been in this house for the past couple of days. One with migraines, major migraines, and then yesterday, actually, I've had migraines since Friday. So when I left IKEA, I had a horrible migraine. So since Friday, today was actually the first day of like not having a migraine or like some type of headache or some type of pressure. Yesterday it wasn't more so a migraine; it was like a lot of pressure around my eyes. Um, so I didn't get a chance to do anything like, and it's like I had all these plans to do all my son's stuff, but I was out of commission and trying to like still clear out, organize in between the pain. So unfortunately, my child's birthday suffers in as far as just like the extra stuff. I'm still gonna go and get a cake and we're gonna sing happy birthday and all that kind of good jazz. But as far as me doing all the stuff like for his school and stuff, yeah, that's gonna take place after the fact. You know? So never, you can celebrate anytime, but won't happen on his birthday. But I was hoping, I could have done it on his birthday because it's his first birthday, like where he's at a school and has like friends and all that kind of good jazz. But yeah, we'll still do it sometime this week. So yeah. Anywho, how are you guys doing? Incredible evening. All right, there we go. It's finally up. Let me turn my volume down and let me share this out. Share. Oh Lord. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I thought I turned the volume down. All right. It has did everyone get their taxes done? It's tax day. I'm going to put that as my title. Come join me on this good old tax day to learn Silhouette Studio. That way you can learn it this year and master it so that you can increase your coins and increase your income for your taxes next year. Hold on. Ooh, not Silhouaholics. Hold on. For a Silhouette Studio Q and A. Oh, speaking of which, so I said let's learn Silhouette Studio. However, this is not a class. So this learning of Silhouette Studio in this broadcast is a Q&A. So be sure to go ahead and post your questions as I am sharing out. Go ahead, drop a hey, how you doing? Let me know where you are watching from. Let me know how your day has been since it's Monday. You know, it's after the weekend. Did you enjoy your Monday? Was it like your typical Monday? It was like a good Monday. Some people dread, having to go to work like on like Monday, was it a good Monday for you? Let me know how your day was. Again, mine was quite stressful. It's just one of those days. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and select all and copy this and post. And then let's go ahead and share it to my groups. Alrighty, hold on. All right, so all shared out. And make sure you guys hit share as well. If you have a group, go ahead and hit that share button and share out the live broadcast to your groups as well. All right, there we go. So we are all shared out. Hello, everyone. Although you cannot see my face, you can only see my screen. I am Shakia, the professor of HSA 365, Silhouaholics Anonymous, 365 Creative Academy, and the amazing product line, Honestly Speaking. Y'all do know we have that Change the Game sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees as fast as 30 seconds. With most heat presses, I've even gone as low as like 350 degrees on the Easy Press to mimic like the original Easy Press. Only goes to 350. Colors, bomb, amazing. So definitely check out our website, shop.hsinc365.com for all of your sublimation printing needs. We have some of the best prices that you're going to find for such a quality product. All right. To have a product where you can submit at a lower temperature. If you have to overlap your presses, you don't get discoloration in your prints. Like it doesn't fade out one side because you're pressing the other. You don't get those little ugly tape marks, on your tumblers because it doesn't bleed through. So that's even with the tape mark. It's 120 GSMs. It doesn't bleed out. No butcher paper needed. It's amazing. Like all of the pros of this paper makes it just the best value. Our 8.5 by 11 is under $20, $18.30. So definitely check out our website, shop.hsinc365.com. We also have pigment ink, which I was planning to do some pigment ink stuff for you guys, but my printer is not even hooked up because I had to do all the stuff for Zion's birthday, and I have like the little gable boxes and all that stuff. And yeah, you guys couldn't see the amazingness of our pigment ink, but you will see it at some point this week. All right. So that is a little bit about Who I Am are amazing products. If you want to take a deep dive into learning Silhouette Studio, you can still enroll. It will be open all year long. Even though the live classes are over with, it's actually so much better now because you can go right to the date or right to the lesson that you want to learn. So although it was kind of like great for those who are part of the live classes for 30 days because they got to ask questions in real time, for you guys, now that it's done, you get to go like right to the section that you need. So that's still available 8365 on our website, shop.hsinc365.com. And this weekend on Saturday, we do have the summation for beginners, and we're kind of like a workshop. Hopefully everything will be done in my office by then, because I do have this. I don't want to have to postpone it again. And that's where we're going to like sub some stuff and go over some things like that, whatever. So consider enrolling in that as well. All right. So now all of those are done. Let's head over to Silhouette Studio and answer whatever questions you guys have for me as it relates to Silhouette Studio. Because if you just ask me random questions, you're going to be talking to my screen. So let's try and keep it to like Silhouette Studio. That way it makes sense. And it's not like you're just talking to the screen instead of talking to me. All right. So let's see. Hello. I see all of you guys. Hello. Incredible evening. Incredible. Ooh, listening while at work. Don't get in trouble. Incredible evening. Hey, just say hello. Let's see. Hey. Incredible evening. Hola, hey. Hello. What is the best email? It is the professor at hsinc365.com. The professor at hsinc365.com. That is the best email to use to ask me a question. All right. I don't have a silhouette, but I recently brought the business edition to learn it before I get it. Smart. Because you really don't need the machine in order to use the program. It is a standalone program, so you definitely can use, you can learn it before you even get the machine. And if you really don't need the machine, you don't have to. A lot of people, like myself, I use a machine. I have 6 of them, but a lot of people use it just as a design software for invitations, for creating like little printouts for gable boxes, doing cupcake toppers, cake toppers, banners, so many things. Like you can do stuff for sublimation, you can do digital things for your business, your Facebook covers, you can create Facebook posts or Instagram posts. You can do the thumbnails for your websites. Like you can do all of that in Silhouette Studio. So you really don't need the machine. It's great to have if you need a cutter, but you can do so much in the program. Yeah, it's been a really crazy week. I like to know how to bring an all-over t-shirt template design in, and how can I print it out my 7720. So I have a video for that. It really depends on the template. If someone has a PDF one, you would bring in that PDF. It really so if it says PDF, but it's not really broken down, you just basically have to trace the outline of it so that you can have the outline that you just go and design in it. So you'll bring that in. If it's just a JPEG, you're going to bring that in. You're going to size it up. So you will need to measure your shirt top to bottom. That way you can stretch out the template to that size. And then you just go in and design it. And if you search Honestly Speaking, or actually, if you Silhouette Studio, all over split. I just did a video a couple months ago, a more updated video on that, on how to split it in Silhouette Studio. So definitely check out that video. So just search Sewaholics Anonymous all over split on YouTube and you'll find that video. Yay, awesome. Glad you figured it out. Hello, Chanel. Awesome. Thank you for that. I'm glad you are learning a lot from the classes. Hello, Paula. Hello, Tim. How art thou? Incredible evening. Ooh, we have a first timer. Well, hello and welcome, Kimberly Bradley. How are you? I am Shakia the Professor. I'm the best when it comes to silhouette. So if you have any silhouette questions, feel free to go ahead and ask. I know this program in and out. So feel free to ask any questions that you have about it. Okay. Do I need a laptop? Yes. Well, you need some sort of computer system. Solar Studio does not have a app or like something like that you can put on a mobile device. So you have to have a Windows based or a Mac based computer or laptop. So you cannot use like the Chromebooks and things like that. It has to be Windows based or an actual Mac. All right, if you guys are just joining, I needed a break from all things business. It's just been a really, really crazy day. A lot of the back of the house stuff that you guys don't get to like to make this thing like keep moving. And I just needed a break from it. Clearing out my room had me stressed all weekend. I really probably should. I probably could like get some stuff done before Zion Mine's birthday, which I still have time. Like I can probably still have him celebrate at the school, just not all like the candy bags and stuff like that. Probably just like take cupcakes and stuff so his classmates can at least sing happy birthday. I'm probably gonna make some toppers first thing in the morning and then take them to the school like right before or probably right after lunchtime or somewhere in there, just so that we can still celebrate on his birthday. And then, of course, he'll still have his cake here for us to sing happy birthday with my mom and like my aunt. I mean, his aunt, my sister, and whatnot. So. Ooh, good. Been running through your tacky paper. Been doing a lot of dash towels for our tent industry. Yes. Oh, thank you. Hello, 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 hello. So yes, if you guys are joining, normally I will just kind of have like a discussion. You guys can see my face and all of that, but my office is still a hot mess. Like my wall it looks crazy right now. So if I had the camera on, it would just look cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs crazy. Which is why you probably hear like a slight echo because there's literally nothing in here right now, and I do mean nothing other than my towers that have my cardstock in it and one printer, and that's only in here because I needed to see the spacing. um, but yeah, so no camera, but we definitely can go over any question that you guys have in regards to Silhouette Studio. All right, let's see. Yes, don't forget to like and share. I appreciate it. Awesome, awesome. You are going to love if you're talking about the 30 day, you're going to love it. Like it literally breaks down everything. And if you go through that and then like let's say you've watched a YouTube video before and you're like, man, they're moving too fast or I'm lost. I don't know what they're clicking on. I don't know what they're doing. Go back and watch some of like the videos where you like what they were doing, but you didn't quite understand it. Now go back in there with like a fresh set of eyes with a little bit more knowledge of Silhouette Studio and watch how much like you understand that video. Like you'll understand it so much more once you kind of get an understanding of how the program works and where everything is in the program. All right. Can you show how to take one area of a summation design and add rhinestones or make a rhinestone template? Okay, so it really depends on what the image is. So let me see. Let's just say I take a flower. If it's an SVG, it makes it really easy because it's already vectorized. But if it's not vectorized, you have to trace it. So let's just go flower clip art. So I'm going to come over here, right? Huh? Sorry, even said something to me. Let's see. Let's go images, and I kind of sort of like this one. So let's just do this one. And let's see, we're going to go copy and then paste. Oh, it's a true PNG. So because it's a true PNG, I would have to save it to my computer. I really don't want to save it to my computer because then I have unnecessary stuff on my computer. So I'm not going to save that. I'm just going to look for a different image because, again, that is a true PNG. So I don't want to have to open that. Ooh, let's see. Is this one a true PNG? No, it's not. Oh, it's from vector stock though. I do have a vector stock. Oh, look, there is that same one. Nah, it might still be the same one. Copy image and paste. Yeah, it's a true PNG. So we can't use that. I gotta stop coming over there. Let's come back over here. Let's see. Oh, come on. Maybe flower. I mean, I don't see one that's like jumping out at me that I really, really want to do. Man, I don't really see one that I want to do. Fly clip art. Okay, I'll just do this one. Now, technically, this is going to make it where I'm going to do a little bit of extra work. This is not like a simple trace, but that's okay. So I'm going to go on here and we're going to go to select trace area. I'm going to place my box around it, take my threshold up and trace and detach. Pull that out, right? So there is just the flower by itself. Now, let's say I wanted to put, oh, shoot. I shouldn't have done this one. Let's see. Can I isolate? Let's see. Where does this color pick up at? That was a bad one to do. But I'll just show you like with this one. Let's just say I wanted to do the whole thing. This can be done, but you would have to go in through here and split this. And I really don't feel like doing a bunch of point editing. So I can't really do it with it. But this is already like, if I make a duplicate of it and just fill it with color, see, it's the outline of the flower, right? So that's what you would do. We'll right click and we're going to duplicate. So you have the outline of the flower. You really don't need it to be the whole thing. So I'm just going to make it white so you can see it. You're going to come down to your Rhinestone tool, and then you're either going to go around or you're going to go and fill it in, and you'll be able to put the stones like right on top. So think about, anything that you do, you trace it out. Once you have those areas that you can separate, then you can apply the rhinestone feature to it to basically create a template to go on top of it. Let me see. Throw out something else to me. I thought flower because it'll give me petals and you can see them, but me trying to find the flower that I wanted just wasn't working. So if you throw out something else, like a certain image to me, I'll be able to break that down. Can you go over a black and white image or color image and split it up so we can apply the colors we want? I hope that makes sense. So basically it's just tracing. All right, so let's just go back to that again. Let me just find another image. All right, here we go. Paper flowers. It says free. Perfect. So I'm going to copy image. Come over to silhouette. And paste. Ooh, excuse me. So we're going to go over to trace, put your box around it. This is all black and white. So it's going to pick up on that black immediately and you just go trace. You don't trace and detach. Pull this off to the side. I like to just fill it in with color. And then once you release, you are now able to fill these in with whatever color you want them to be filled in with. when you want to group them back together, do not use make compound path. You're going to select it all and just group it together. Are you the same one from here? I think I just answered that because it looks the same exact way. All right. Someone said a teddy bear. Let's see if I can find a teddy bear clip art that's free. So teddy bear clip art. This one is on Pinterest. So we're just going to use this since it's on Pinterest, and we're just going to go ahead and copy image and paste. And we're going to trace. All right. It'll pick up on the black areas. We're just going to go ahead and hit trace, not trace and detach. Just hit trace. Move this out of the way. Click on him. Again, I like to fill things in with color because it makes it easier in the next steps. So we're going to right click and release compound path. I'm going to click off. I'm going to click on the background and make that black. Then that's going to click on all of the parts of the bear and make him brown. Group him together. And then the eyes, we're going to, and this outside piece right here, we're going to click on the face and go subtract. We're going to have to group everything back together. The nose should also be black. So I'm going to hold down shift, click on so I clicked on the middle on the nose. So I'm going to change the color so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is the nose part. We're going to hold down shift. Oh, you know what? Let's see. I might want to make him just different colors. But if I wanted the nose to be black like it is here, I'm going to click on the nose, hold down shift, click on this middle piece and subtract. So now the black comes from the background. I can make his bow a different color, or, I can make it, it's a boy because it would be on her hair. So we're going to put that there. And then let's say I wanted to make all of these little stitches a different color. I'm going to go in and select everything and group it together. So everything except the little stitches. All right. So see, the stitches are left behind. I'm going to select the entire thing, hold down shift and click on the bear. I will now have just the stitches and I can make those a different color and then right click and group those together. Turn my line color off of everything. And now we have our bear. So now the main part of the bear, I'm going to click on him and ungroup him. I can take the bow. We need to make a duplicate. Whenever you're wanting to do that, you need to make a duplicate. It doesn't have to be on top since you're going to just cut it separately anyway. So we're going to duplicate it and then go over to the Rhinestone Tool and hold on, there's a fly in here. Shoo fly, don't bother me. All right, and we're going to go to the Rhinestone Tool and apply those stones. And let's just go maybe 6SS instead. And that technically will fit there. Now, there is a way to make it fit a little bit better. So I put the white around it so you can see where those stones would be. You can either change your spacing. So let's go 0.01. We got a little bit of overlap here. You would have to modify some stuff. But in my 30-day class on the Rhinestone Day, I showed them some tips on how to get it to fit a little bit better. But you'll have to sign up for the 30-day course to see that. But this is like the basics of it all. No, you cannot use a Chromebook for this program. It must be a Windows PC or a Mac operating system. So basically, if you want to do a rhinestone over an image, it has to be a clip art. No, it has to be an SVG. It cannot be a clip art. It has to be not, well, it doesn't have to be an SVG. It has to be vectorized. So if it's not vectorized, when you trace something, you are vectorizing. It has to be something that is a path in order for you to apply. So like if I just brought this in, like the bear is there. If I just put the rhinestone template on here, it's just going to give me the outline, or it's just going to give me like the whole thing, because that was not traced. So it has to be a vector image. So it will break this up like into all these little pieces, but it's not actually like the bear. It's just one big piece. Yes, you would group it. Yeah, it froze for just a moment. I don't know what happened. My whole screen froze for just a moment. All right. Any other questions, guys? Go ahead and keep your questions coming. If you are just joining, I am Shakia, the professor. I am the guru. I am the best. I am the goat of Silhouette Studio, knowing how to use it and knowing how to teach it. So take advantage of this time. If you have a question about how something works or operates in Silhouette Studio, this is your time to ask those questions and get your questions answered in real time. Because I can only do, I mean, you can ask me general questions about like printers or sublimation. Just know that you're going to be looking at my screen. You're going to be, it might be a screen that's not moving because I don't have a camera. I don't have my camera set up in the office right now because we have cleared everything out. I was I was having to type the word grad in varsity font, and I tried subtract and the R and the A inside sections, and it won't let me have a complete white inside. I keep showing the black layer. Wait, black layer color. Okay, I think I know what you're trying to say. So let's type out. So let's say GRAD. What's the largest print and cut you can do with the Cameo 3? With all Silhouette machines, you can print and cut up to well, if you're going to use a matte 12 by 24, as far as like the matte size and the paper size. Now, of course, with your registration marks, it comes in just a little bit, but consider it to be about like 12 by 24 is the biggest you can do it on a matte. All right, so we're going to go here and I'm going to go to oh, my bad. All right, so collegiate, and I think I actually have to. Nope. Okay, wait. Which one is it? Hold on. GRAD. It might be one of the other ones. Okay, wait. I know one of these, if you put it in caps, let's see. Okay, so no, not that one. I always forget which one. I know this one has, but those are so thin. That's not the one that I want because this is just an outline, which I mean still works, but so I'll do that one. But I'll also do, I want to say it is varsity. And I've actually done this in a video recently. All right, so we're going to go like that, and we're going to fill this in with some color. All right. I just joined. How do I join the 30-day? You click the link that is, well, actually, is it? Is that, well, I forgot which link is in the description of this video. Let's see, edit. Yes, so the Learn 30 Days is in the description of the video. I'll go ahead and copy it and paste it over here. And you're just going to go to our website, shop.hsinc365.com, and you're going to look for this thumbnail right here. And that is how, that is the course to learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days. All right. Okay. So let's go back over to silhouette. So it's two different ones, right? So I'm guessing are you wanting this voided area right here to be white? Is that what you were trying to do? You're trying to make it two colors, but like which part of it? So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to release compound path. All right. So let's break this down. I actually have a video where I fully broke. It's a video on here, and I fully broke this down. Okay, sorry. So if we select, I'm gonna put these in a bunch of different colors so you can see what changes. So I'm gonna make that one. Oh wait, first let's ungroup, and we're going to put that there, and we're gonna change the color. Then I'm going to change the inside layer to a different color. I'll leave that one as green. Now, for letters that have inner parts, this first one is what you cut away from. Like, so now it basically goes in reverse. So this would be the green, this would be the yellow, and this would be the orange. All right. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Oh, I made this a whole rasta. Okay. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I'm going to move you low. I'm going to move you up. So this, you would, because they're layered on top of each other, you can just make it a compound path, or you can, what in the world is going on with is something on my keyboard? It's like it's stuck. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. Hold on, let me see if something's stuck on my keyboard. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna go here and we're gonna make it a compound path and a compound path, right? So that's how it's broken up. If I take these and I now line them up, oh, wait a minute. Now let's just go to the back, send to the back, send to the back. All right. So it's technically three colors now. So you were wanting to make it two colors. Well, then you have to decide on what do you want to like get rid of or keep. So this could very well be like, we'll get rid of this. And then so you have this as two colors. Or you get rid of the outline and then you have this as two colors. Or, which I forgot to do, so we can get rid of the orange. Or you can get rid of this one and then, so they're same exact font, but they look totally different. Even if I were to make them all the same like colors, you'll really be able to see the fact that it's all different. So it now gives it different thicknesses. All right. So this really has three. Now, if you really only wanted two colors, let me show you what you could have done. So let's say something like this, which was collegiate outline. You go here and you wanted two colors, just add an offset. And we're going to shrink this down some, apply. And now you have two colors. But yeah, so you just have to know how to break them up and what all to put back together. So like on this, I would go in and click here and here and make it a compound path, send it to the back. Make it a compound path and send both of these to the back. and make it a compound path. So then over here, same thing. So I already know how it goes. So it would be here and here. And like I said, you can also just hit subtract here and here, subtract here and here, subtract. Oh, wait a minute. I think I did it backwards. I clicked on the wrong one the first time. Yeah, I did. Okay. So here and the middle one, subtract here and this one, subtract. There we go. Outside, inside, subtract. Middle, middle, subtract. Out, inside, outside, subtract. And now you can change the colors. I teach everything. Like it's let me show you the lineup. Hold on. Let me go to I'm actually on the right one. So here's the lineup of what you will learn in the 30-day course. Let's go here. Week 1 covered features and benefits of the upgrades. So I went through each one showing the differences between the free version, Designer, Designer Plus, and Business. So it helps if you don't have one. It helps you make an educated purchase on which upgrade you want to go to, because now no one really has a discount. Before, everyone flocked to Business because Swing Design had it for the most affordable price. They don't really, now it's $100 or $99 across the board. Designer is $50 across the board, but it helps you make a decision on which one is the best to get. Maybe you'll do Designer now and then you'll do Business later. But there are a lot of great benefits to the upgrades, and I kind of break all that down. So a lot of little nuggets in there too. Some of the annoying tools that you guys probably hate, I break them down and make you love them. Then we go over preferences and shortcuts, understanding like how to efficiently set up your system so that it doesn't keep drawing. Like you ever had it, which I'll show you that one. Like you ever had it to where you go over here and you keep making, like you draw a box. You see how mine went to my arrow? Oh, wait, you didn't see that. I'll show you afterwards. But it goes to an arrow. Like it'll, instead of it stopping, it's just stopping on that box. It'll just keep drawing and keep drawing. Well, there's a way to set up your preferences where it'll stop that. Then we go over like the shortcuts. I gave them a list of my most used shortcuts because I'm a keyboard shortcut junkie. We talked about different ways of saving to your computer, to your hard drive, or like to a jump drive, saving to the library, and the differences in the two. We went over the program layout. So I just kind of like, so that we know now that we're going to get into like the nitty gritty of it. I went through each side and just kind of like, indicated what's on this side, what's on this side, what's at the top, what happens when you click one thing, if you click two things, if you have three things. So I show you like the program layout. Day 4 was design page setup and registration marks, where we went through like setting up, your design page, self-explanatory. The weekends were always like those really, really great days. Like we spent like maybe 2, sometimes 3 hours on these days, because it's like the meat and potatoes of the program. So we started off with like the modified tools, understanding subtract all, crop, compound path. And then we went into like divide and weld. So then that Monday we went into like weld and divide. Intersect is one that you can just forget about it. Like it's just pointless. Then we had 3 days of text, as you can see there. We went over the fill tool with creating custom colors, creating custom gradients, understanding the patterns. Like we went over all of that on that day. And then again, Saturday and Sunday, meat and potatoes. We went over tracing. So and you get a worksheet that you can follow along with me. Like you can follow along with the videos because you got worksheets. So once you go into the your online portal for the Academy, you get you'll see the downloads and stuff of the worksheets. So you download those. There's also note sheets. That way you can label your notes based off of which class, like which time stamp to go back to, and all that kind of good jazz. Then week 3, we went over line and shape tool, line color style tool. That was such a fun session. They learned so much. Like they were so shocked at how you can create like these really, really cool and awesome effects in Silhouette Studio. I actually have a full class called Text Effects, and it's a little bit more detailed than what we went through like in those just 2 days. But I showed a lot of like different things within that one. So there's a lot that you can do with the lines and the shape tools for text effects and for creating like little accent pieces and stuff like that. Then we went over the align tool, replicate, the regular one, and then the advanced one if you have the upgraded version. Edit points. My students are no longer intimidated. You know, some of them feel like they have mastered edit points, but almost everyone walked away from it not feeling so intimidated by edit points. The exercises that we do before we get into it, the exercise that we did, it was so many people who like who showed their homework. And if you take it after the fact, please, please, please still post your work, post your homework in the exclusive group. Just because you're not watching it live, still come to the group. And when you get through each section, post your homework. And then week 4 was offsets, image effects, rhinestones, to explain the differences between DXF and SVG files. There is one that acted really, really cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in there, but you'll see it in the class. Don't open that one. And then we went through like some designing. So we did almost like a full week of different types of designs. We created templates. And then week 5 was more of designing open Q&A review. So that's everything that we go over, like everything. So it is your foundation. I have other classes that, then like go to like into a little more advanced and starting to put designs together, understanding composition and stuff like that. There will be like a version 2 or like the next level of this coming this summer. It's best if you take this because when I get to level 2, I'm not going over a lot of the basics. So you either have to know Silhouette Studio or take the 30-day course. I'm sorry, as my students have said, it is not just a course, it is a full-on training. So before you take, you'll have to have like the 30-day training before. All right. So let's see, where are we at? Can you explain what compound path does? It has a lot of meanings. Like I cannot do it all in this. Like it has a lot of meanings. Case in point with this one, everything is a shape. So when you're looking at this open piece in here, think of it as a shape. So if you release compound path, you are releasing that shape. So now you have this piece here. Making it a compound path, if it's overlapped, it's going, wherever there is overlap, it is going to remove that piece. So like if we go like this and we go and we make it a compound path, see, that's how you get the outline. But what you also should have noticed is you cannot have 2 different colors. So it makes it where it's just one solid color. It can't have its own individual properties because it literally becomes one. When we got into like the fill tool, there is like when you make something a compound path, it makes it to where the fill is the same size in all the little panels. So make compound path really does take on it's a lot of different things for it, and that really will break it down. So we spent a whole day on it, so I can't really break it down in like 2 minutes. But at its core, it is making something one piece. So like if I wanted this to all be one and also have the outline, like the inner parts on it, I can make it a compound path. But if I wanted them to be individual letters, I would have to release compound path, and I would have to make each one of these its own compound path. It cannot be broken up into the colors like that. But I can now make each one its own individual color. And then if I want them to move together like this, I group them. I do not make them a compound path. If you make it a compound path, it all becomes just one. So that's some of the basics of making something a compound path. Well, to figure out what to subtract, just go back and watch this video because I broke the color code down for you. Yes, you can download the software for free. You don't even have to purchase it. The software is available for free on Silhouette America's website. But if you want the upgraded features of Designer, Designer Plus, or Business, and then you pay for those. and you don't have to have a machine in order to pay for those upgrades. You are going to absolutely love it. It is going to, that 30 days is going to change your life. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It's amazing. It's totally different than how I've done any of my Essential to Silhouette Studio before, because this one, like I said, we went over like 30 whole days. Whereas before with Essentials, I pretty much did it in one day for like 4 or 5 hours. And then we had like some refresher sessions. But this one was totally different. And I think it really, really made a difference in how my students were able to process how to use Silhouette Studio. You have, in the words of Cardi B, which I absolutely adore, you have access to that course forever. Yes. So you have lifetime access to it. You're able to watch it in 2 different locations. We're still working on the second location. It's just been really, really hectic. Really, really, I have maybe 3 of the days broken down. I probably should just upload those. But there is, inside the portal, there are playbacks, and then there is an instant playback, which when you're in the course, you're going to see where those playbacks are. And you can watch there. And then once the portal ones are done, you have that too. So the first playback, I doubt anything's going to ever happen to that platform. So you'll forever have access to it. As long as nothing happens to Thinkific, which is what my academy is through, you'll always have access to it through there for the lifetime of that particular site. God forbid we can't pay the bill and they shut us down, but that's why we also have that secondary option. So you have it forever. It is $83.65. $83.65 is the cost of this amazing training. It's well worth it. It's like $2.70 some odd cents a day. I spend more than that on my Wawas every day for my coffee. Hello. You have not seen my videos in a long time. Well, where have you been? Have you not been looking for me? Facebook doesn't give you notifications. What's going on? Make sure that you turn your notifications to see first, or like turn them to all. That way you don't miss any of my live content. Yes, so you purchase it now and you watch the replays. I will not be doing this class again. I don't have any plans right now to do it before next year. Like, the whole purpose of this was to create it and let it be a course or training that you can buy at any point and go back and look at it. Yeah, that it was draining. It was fulfilling. I really, really enjoyed the students that were attending live with us. They made it an amazing experience, but it was draining to have to make sure that come rain or shine, no matter how I was feeling that day, I had to be on for 30 straight days. So that did take a toll on me. So I don't plan to do that again anytime soon. So you'll just be able to purchase this one, but you're not left to your own vices, like with no support. You do get access to an exclusive Facebook group that is for the course, and you can always go over there and ask questions if you get kind of stuck and things like that. There were quite a few people who had been using Silhouette Studio for years. There is one student who she said it all the time. She's like, I have been using this program for 12 years, and you have shown me things that I have never thought about using, never touched, never been to that section. And she had been using it for 12 years. So even if you think Silhouette Studio, I challenge you to pay that $83.65. I will almost guarantee there is something in there that you did not know about and will make it well worth it. There were several students, like several people in that class was like, I've been using this for years. I've been using it for 12 years, 7 years. I've been using it for 2 years. Oh, I know how I know my way around it, but I wanted to take it to the next level, just elevate their understanding of it so they can improve their designs. And I delivered on that. Felt air fresheners. Do you think 365 or 30 will work with tacky paper or more time? I've never done them with the tacky paper. I've only done them with the fast dry, and I do. So it really depends on the quality of them. I have some that, I mean, at 30 seconds, it definitely does transfer, but for it to be like really crisp, like some of them are like cheapy, and I'll have to let it go for a little bit longer. So it just really depends on the ones that you have because they're not all created equal. Some are really, really stiff and some are not as stiff. But I've never done it. I've never done them with the tacky paper. I've always used fast dry. I actually don't. I prefer fast dry over the tack. I only use the tacky paper, or I try to really only use it like the sheets. I use it for demo purposes, but for me, I like the rolls, and I use it whenever I'm doing long, oversized things, like my stoles, or if I'm doing like a really big blanket, I'm on the floor. If I'm going to do like a shirt or like a pillow, that's something I use it for. Everything else, I use the fast dry. I don't get ghosting, so. I've never had condies, so again, I can't tell you. Though things like that, you're gonna have to test because even if it did work for me, it may not work for you. Even if we have the same exact heat press, it still may not work for you. It might be how you adjust your pressure compared to mine. Maybe my elements aren't working great and yours are. So no matter what, you should always take one and just test it. All right. Any other silhouette questions before we hop on? Whoa, we have been on here for an hour. Where did an hour go? OM to the G. Where did 1 hour go? Time flies when you're having fun. All right. Last call for questions. Last call for questions. She's like, that was me who used the program for 12 years and learned more in 30 days, not 39. Well, we did do the 7 days and I'm sorry, y'all. I know I was trying to commit to those 30 days, but life got in the way. There were days where I just wasn't feeling so great. Business, like we were doing a lot of prep because it was, getting ready for tax stuff. Um, um, a lot of just do a lot of prep for my own office and changing stuff around. There's a lot of things in the works that you guys are going to be excited about. So I kept trying to do I stopped. I missed day 10. I did day 11. I haven't done any since then. And I'll make those days up. But yeah, it's just been really, really hard. Like I was trying to commit to those 30, but like I said, the first 30 was really, really hard. There were days where I was just really not at my best. But I love what I do. So I pushed through it and I did those 30 days, even when I wasn't feeling the greatest. Can you use Silhouette System with a Cricut? No, you cannot. So they're not, you cannot design in one and cut directly to the machine. It's not going to ever read it, but you can design in Silhouette Studio, save it as an SVG, open it up in Cricut Design Space and be able to cut it, or you can save it as a PNG, open up in Design Space and remove the outline from around it to be able to do a print and cut. So you can use the program. Think of Silhouette Studio as forget about the machine. Think of it as just a design program. No different than Illustrator, Affinity Designer, Corel Draw, Inkscape. Those are all vector-based programs. And it has some qualities of like Photoshop. So when you're thinking about Silhouette Studio, separate it from the machine altogether. And it's just a design software. When you're looking at SVG or you're purchasing SVGs, they are being designed in programs like Illustrator, Corel Draw, Sure Cuts a Lot, Make the Cut, Inkscape, and they're being saved as an SVG. That's all Silhouette Studio is as well. Did you say if the image had to be a clip or SVG for you? So it had like the final part has to be a vector. It's not about it being a clip out or an SVG. SVG is just a file format. The same way you have a Word file, you have an Excel file, you have a Photoshop, like it's a like the extension behind it, an AI file, which is an Illustrator file. SVG just stands for scalable vector graphic. If I were to bring in an SVG of this bear, it would look exactly like this one that I traced. It just means vectorized. Vector means it has a path. So if I were to, I'm going to take this one and, well, like this is just an image, right? If I double click on it, I just have 4 dots around it. But if I click on this, I have edit points all the way around it. I can make this a vector of just the outline by going in and tracing it. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to just go trace and detach, not a regular trace. I moved. Hold on. There we go. So I have an outline around this bear. Although the inner parts of the bear, they are not vectorized. The outside of it is. I can do this as a print and cut, or I can cut this, even though I see all of this stuff here, I can make it a solid color. And it's just the outline of it. That part is vectorized. Now, the inside parts are not, they're simply an image. So I would have to do like I did here and trace it so that it becomes vectorized. And once it is vectorized and I can click on the individual pieces and move them around, I can then fill it in with, like I can apply the Rhinestone tool to it, the Rhinestone feature to it. Or if I just open up an SVG, if you open up an SVG and you click on it, it is going to have edit points. You can automatically apply rhinestones to that file. You are doing it for free out of the kindness of your heart. Take care of yourself and don't stress it. Oh, thank you, Miss Cheryl. And you know me very well because I really have. I'm like, dang, it's been since the 11th. It's now the 18th. So it's been like literally an entire week, but it's just been crazy. Like now I'm going to, after I put them to bed, I'm probably going to grab my laptop and start working because I already have all the images and stuff like that for his birthday stuff. I just didn't like put it all together. Then I have to try and set my printer back up and all that stuff to be able to print stuff out. But I wanted to make his shirt and my heat press is not even set up. I wanted him to go to school in his shirt. I'm going to have to make my baby's shirt tonight. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to just like press it. Oh, I can use one of my easy presses, but I have to also set my submission printer back up. Dang it. I'm going to have to figure out something. My baby can't go to school without a birthday shirt. If you have a color PNG that has white spaces in between where there should be color, can you stretch that color to make it fill in? Can you stretch it? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you add it to just the stitches of the bear? Technically, it's a shape. So it's a really small shape. So it's not going to see it as just a line. This would work better if it was just a line. But technically, yes, you can. So if I go here and I just go like outline, but see, it's going to be all jagged because those were spaces. And if you go like that, it's still, so here it's kind of spread out, but the ones on his feet are not so spread out. There is a way that you can do that. I explain it and break it down in my course on how you can move these to where it creates a single line. Oh yeah, well I could have her do it. You know what? That's true because hers should still be set up if I design it, and then I can even go to her house and press it because her heat press is hooked up. I might have to do that in the morning because his school is literally down the street from her house. So I'll probably do that. I'll design it, go to her house. Wait a minute. I need my key. my brother-in-law did not give me my key back. So I can get in my mother's house. I'm like, thank you, Miss Cheryl. One, I need homeboy to give me my keys back. Two, that's a great idea to go to my mama's house. See, I love it when y'all help me. Oh, no, for real though. Thank you. Because I completely forgot about my key, Miss Cheryl. I would need to go over there and had no key. Like the teddy bear bow tie, the blue would be smaller than they are to fill. Does that make sense? Huh? Like the teddy bear bow tie, the blue would be smaller than that. I'm not understanding what you mean by this needs to be smaller. I mean, because I traced this out and it's just the bow tie. So I'm not sure what you're meaning by that. But as far as removing like the white parts, I have a full video. If you guys, let me tell you, when I tell you I have videos, now if you want to go through all of them, I have videos for pretty much everything. The best way to search it is not to just do a blanketed search. Forget everybody else on YouTube. I'm telling you, search Silaholics Anonymous and then put your keyword. I have a video for it. I promise you I have a video for it. Silaholics Anonymous, put in your keyword. So if you put Silaholics Anonymous, remove white, there is a video for that. I'm going to see if there is a teddy bear that might have some white in the middle. None of these have a gap. None of these have a gap. Nope. Nope. None of these have any type of gap, like or white area. Oh, here is one. Let's see if it's a true PNG. Copy image and paste. No, it's not. It's a true PNG. So I can't do that one. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. I don't feel like going through all of that. I want to save it to my computer. Ooh, what is this one? Is this okay? Perfect. So we're going to copy image and bring this over here and paste. That way I have a white background. All right. So there are 3 areas on the inside. One here, one here. Actually, no, this is open. So just 2. One here and one here. So we would do a trace of this. Just so I can do a trace and detach. Take my threshold up a little bit and trace and detach. Nope, you do not have to have it all filled in for a trace and detach. Boom, that's gone. What you have left are these 2 middle sections. 2 ways that this can be done. If you have Designer Edition or above, you can go back to Trace, go to the Trace by Color, click on Trace by Color, and click in the middle here. Increase your tolerance to fill in that area, and then trace and detach, and then pull that out. Trace by color, select that area, increase your tolerance. Can you do all areas? Yes, but it's going to pick up all of that because that is white, so you don't want to do that. And we're going to go like this and trace and detach. Move that out of the way. That is one way of doing it. It's not my preferred way of doing it. So we're going to go trace by color, and we're going to, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to go a regular trace. So I did a trace and detach. I'm going to do the regular color. Regular trace, place my box. And as long as the yellow is surrounding that area. So I'm going to increase my threshold just a little bit, just so you guys can see, like the yellow is surrounding these white areas. I'm going to go trace. Click on that trace. I know I have the trace because my box is smaller. I fill it in with color. Here's again where compound path comes into play. We're going to release compound path so that I can access this shape and this shape. Hold down Shift, click on those 2 shapes and delete everything else. So that leaves those 2 little pieces behind. Select them and then subtract. And that's how you remove those areas out. Referring to if the blue was not filling the bow tie properly. Well, that isn't a good example because there is no way that it wouldn't fill it in properly because this has solid black lines around it. So that still doesn't really come into play with this. There's no way for this to not fill it in properly because it has the black outline. So when you're tracing it, it's tracing the black and then you're releasing it and you're going to get this exact piece. Oh, unless you were talking about the rhinestones, then if that's what you're talking about, yes, you can do an internal offset so that it's smaller. But yeah, I talk about that in my class. Because you're saying to fill. So I'm guessing you meant to fill with rhinestones. Hold on. Day 13, because it is a trace day. When you said that, I'm like, yep, because we're talking about tracing. So that definitely goes over that because that's a trace day. Alrighty. So I am going to hop off of here. Thank you guys so very much for joining me this evening. It was a great break from the hustle and bustle of being an entrepreneur, of something that I'm growing into an empire. There's a lot of back of the house stuff that has to happen, and that's the stuff that you don't get paid for. You have to remember that with being an entrepreneur. There are going to be days where everything can't be just about creating and designing and the products. In order to run a successful business, you're going to have so much to do back of the house. So many things that you're going to have, like things you're going to have to put into place so that things run more efficiently. Completing inventory, creating, like doing a whole process for purchase orders, like just working how major businesses run. And we were just like finalizing a lot of the processes for that. It also will help when it comes to tax time. There's so much more to running business than, oh, well, let me see what's the latest trend. Let me get this blank. Let me just sell, some graduation stuff, some Mother's Day stuff. It's so much to the business side. And as I'm working on it, it's also something that I'm going to end up putting into my creative business uh, program. There we go. I had a whole brain freeze. My creative business program. Um, my program is totally different than most programs because to me, a lot of programs are very superficial and they focus on just what's on the surface and what people think you need about, you need to know about business. But I give you the real. It's going to be some hard truths in my creative business. I don't sugarcoat anything. My product line is not called Honestly Speaking for no reason. I speak honestly, whether you like it or not, ruffle a few feathers, probably hurt a couple feelings when you just are not doing things correctly so that you can have a successful business. And that's what I have been working on, is the back of the house stuff that technically doesn't really make you money, which is why you have to price effectively so that you're covering those days when you're not. Although, I'm not gonna say that. We were making money because we have a ready to ship site. We ship out same day, Monday through Friday for all orders before 3 p.m. So that kept running. But as far as like me doing like my videos, or like if I just had to do just classes, I can't do those. If I had to do just customs and stuff like that, I have to do the back of the house stuff. So this was a great break from that because it's been that way for the past like 4 or 5 days. And I had 3 days of migraines. First day where I felt really, really good, but had a lot of stuff to do. So it was great hanging out with you guys. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you guys learned some stuff in this live session. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't know. Y'all keep telling me y'all love what I do. I'm great at what I do, but I must be very, very honest. Those subscriber numbers don't reflect the fact that y'all love your girl and y'all letting people know about the great teachings and things that are over here. Like, I don't do tutorials anymore. If you want tutorials, check out my content from 2, 3, maybe even 4 years ago. I train. I do full-on class. I do mini classes in my live videos or in my just my videos in general. That's the level that I am on now. I don't just do tutorials. But if you're just looking for tutorials, this may not be the channel for you. I don't do 15-minute tutorials. I like to give you the full scope of things. All right. But make sure that you guys subscribe. Make sure that you encourage others to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you guys hit share. You never know who needs this information. Come back. Let me know if you watched the replay of it and what was most helpful for you. All right? All right, guys. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity. Continue to boss up and be incredible. Peace.